Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. So today, it took me about 4.5 hours to complete these 36 cards. Now I'm going to explain to you how you can do this, and I'm going to walk through how to cut the paper, and then I will make one card on video. So let's get to it. Okay, so one thing that I always do when I'm going on a retreat or something is I gather paper. So I use the Penguin Playmates from last year on this card with the Penguin Place stamp set. So I always gather my paper together and put them together in a package. So my cardstock and my 12x12 or my 6x6 paper, whatever it happens to be. And for this one, to get those 36 cards, that's only half of this pack of paper. There's a total of 12 sheets in this one of the 12x12. You get 12 sheets. And like I said, I'm going to show you how to cut this to be able to get 36 cards out of 12 sheets, out of 6 sheets of paper. Now, some paper kind of lends itself to going diagonal, such as this one. This one I think is cuter diagonal than up and down. But you can do them however you want. And you can also go ahead and use the back if you'd rather use the back side, because there's 2 sides to this paper. Now, I did choose to use the fronts of these and not the backs. But you can use the backs. The back side is just as nice. Okay. So what we are going to do, so it was 6 sheets of cardstock, and then 6 sheets of the 12x12 paper, and then I used 3 sheets of coordinating cardstock of each color of the coordinating cardstock. Okay, so first I'm going to, you'll cut this down to 4 inches. So you'll just go through and cut them all down to 4 inches. The 4-inch strips is what I'm cutting. Alright. So that's 3 sheets. And because I want to do those 2 the other way. Okay, so and I am not worried about what anything looks like. I'm just cutting it down to 4-inch strips right now. I don't know if you can hear the dog in the background and the cat in the background. The cat's hungry and is meowing at me to feed her, and yeah, okay. So now you're going to take these all and you're going to turn them the other direction, or yeah, the other direction, and cut them at 5 1/4. Now this, you can go ahead and watch how it's orientated if you want to. I don't really there either. You will end up with 18 of these little guys left, which you can then go ahead and turn around and turn those into another card if you want to. Which I did not this time, but I probably will eventually turn them into another card. But I just wanted to show you how to cut this paper and show you that you can get 36 cards out of 6 sheets of designer series paper. Okay, so I think that you get the idea. Because now that's one card, that's another card, a card, 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 card. So that's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards right there that I could make. Okay. So then you're going to take your cardstock, and I'm going to use a seafoam green for this one. And this I'm going to cut in half. There's 2 cards right there. Those 2 cards. And then so 3 sheets of each color that coordinate with this paper pack, which with this paper pack it's black, balmy blue, fresh freesia, calypso coral, just jade, misty moonlight, and soft seafoam. I did not use the black. I just used the balmy blue, fresh freesia, calypso coral, just jade, misty moonlight, and soft seafoam. All right, so, and then it took about 9 sheets of the Whisper White for the inside of the card, because I also did the inside. I stamped down there. I did not put it in a message, but I stamped it in there. So it took 9 sheets to do the 36. And then I didn't count how many sheets it took for the on the front. And I also did the envelope and just stamped a little piece there. Now you can use these leftover sheets inside if you want. You could certainly put a piece at the bottom. On the ones that go sideways, you could put it on the side like this. You could use either side. It's all up to you how you want to do that. Alright, so now you can, out of 1 sheet of white, you can get 4 pieces for the inside. So you can do 4 cards. Because they are 5 1/4 by 4. All right, and So so this obviously is 8.5 by 5.25 or 5.5 inches, folded in half to make the standard A2 size card of 4.25 by 5.5. And then this will go on the inside. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my little guy. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the dogs don't get into anything, because they tend to do that when they come down here. I've been down here all day and they haven't been down here until now. Usually I try to keep it blocked off so that they can't come down, but I didn't do that this time. All right, so with these ones, I just cut the rectangle, but part of the reason it took me 4.5 hours was because I was playing around with a bunch of different ways to do this. And I really liked this one. I thought it was thin enough. But then when I realized I was going to do 36 of them, I cut them all down to 3.5 by 1.5. But then I didn't feel like actually cutting them. Or, I mean, yeah, I didn't feel like die cutting them after I cut them down, so I just did the rectangles. But to save myself some time right now, I'm going to use this one that I did previously. And for this, I used the rectangle stitched framelit dies. I don't know if those are still current or not, but you can use whatever you have lying around, or just do like I did and just cut them down to whatever size you need. Okay, and then just find a spot on here, lay it down. Pretty cute, huh? They actually go together really easily. And then I'm just gonna do this inside. And if you've watched my videos for a while, or you know me personally, you know I like to use the liquid Tombow Mono liquid glue, because I like to have the ability to maneuver it if it doesn't land where I want it to right away. All right. Now I'm going to grab myself an envelope and my ink pad, and I am using Just Jade. It is one of the coordinating colors, and I don't know how it got, so I'll have to clean that up when I'm done. All right, so just stamp in the corner. When it dries a lighter color. Stamp in the corner. And there you have it. So what I did was went through, cut all of my paper. So now you just go through and cut these down to the 5.25, because they're already at 4. So just go through, cut them at 5.25, then go through, cut all your cardstock in half, and then fold them all, and then assemble. And I used dimensionals on here, And for the Merry Christmas, I used, I know this is no longer available, but I used the Merry Christmas from the Tag Buffet. This is a couple years old, I believe. So that's all there is to it. It's really easy, and you can get a ton of cards in a short amount of time. And because I'm sure that now that I know what I'm doing, and I've already designed the card, I know what I'm doing, I know how I'm assembling it, it's going to take much less time to put them all together. And I'm pretty sure that you can do this with almost any designer series paper pad that you get. I'm going to try it with this old one next. This is really old also. This is Tidings of Christmas. This is a 6x6. I've not tried it with the 6x6 yet. This one's going to take a little bit more maneuvering, and I don't know how many I'll be able to get out of a pad like this. But so, out of one paper pad, because I used 6 sheets and got 36 cards, now when I do these 6 sheets, that'll be 12 sheets. That'll be another 36 cards for a total of 72 cards. It's very little paper, very little time, and a lot of cards when you need a lot of cards for an occasion. And for Christmas, I always need a lot of cards. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you have questions, go ahead and hit me up. Reach out to me. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. And I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.